Ever wondered why some people seem to attract money like a magnet, while others struggle to make ends meet? The answer might surprise you. It's not about working harder or being born lucky. It's about something much deeper, a secret technique that can transform your financial life forever. This isn't just another get-rich-quick scheme. It's a powerful method that taps into the incredible power of your own mind to create wealth. And the best part? It comes from one of the greatest spiritual teachers of the 20th century, Neville Goddard. Now you might be thinking, sounds too good to be true. But here's the thing. If you don't master this technique, you might find yourself stuck in the same financial rut year after year. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. No matter how much money you make, it always seems to slip away. This method requires you to change how you think about money at the deepest level. It's not always easy, but the results can be life-changing. Before we dive into the technique itself, let's talk about the man behind it. Neville Goddard wasn't your typical spiritual guru. Born in 1905 in Barbados, he came to the United States as a young man to study theater. But his life took a dramatic turn when he discovered the power of the human imagination to shape reality. Goddard became known for his powerful lectures and books on what he called the law, the idea that our imagination creates our reality. He wasn't interested in fame or fortune. Instead, he wanted to share his discoveries with anyone who would listen, and people did listen. His ideas spread like wildfire, inspiring countless people to change their lives through the power of their minds. What made Goddard's teachings so special? For one thing, he wasn't just talking about positive thinking. He went much deeper, exploring the very nature of reality itself. According to Goddard, the world we see around us is nothing more than a reflection of our inner thoughts and beliefs. Change those beliefs, and you change your world. This might sound a bit out there, but think about it. Have you ever noticed how some days, when you're feeling great, everything seems to go your way, and on other days, when you're in a bad mood, nothing seems to work out? That's the principle Goddard was talking about, but taken to a whole new level. So how does this apply to manifesting money? Well, imagine your mind is like a mirror. Whatever thoughts and beliefs you hold about money, wealth, and abundance, that mirror reflects back to you in your everyday life. If you constantly think, "I never have enough money," guess what? The mirror of reality will show you situations where you never have enough money. But here's the exciting part. If you can change what you're projecting into that mirror, you can change your financial reality. It's like having a magic wand that can transform your bank account. But instead of waving a wand, you're using the power of your own mind. Let's look at a simple example. Say you've always struggled to pay your bills on time. Every month, you dread opening your mailbox, knowing there will be more demands for money you don't have. This creates a cycle of stress and scarcity in your mind. According to Goddard's teachings, this mental state is actually creating more financial stress in your life. But what if you could change that mental picture? What if, instead of dreading bills, you started to see them as opportunities to circulate money and contribute to the economy? What if you began to imagine yourself easily paying those bills with plenty left over? This shift in your mental state, according to Goddard, would start to change your external reality. Now you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but how do I actually do this? Don't worry, we're going to break it down step by step. Goddard's technique is powerful, but it's also surprisingly simple. Anyone can do it, regardless of their background or current financial situation. The key is to understand that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. This means that to change your financial situation, you need to change your inner thoughts and feelings about money. It's not about forcing yourself to think positive thoughts. It's about creating a new inner reality that feels so real, your outer world has no choice but to match it. This might sound a bit abstract, so let's make it more concrete. Think about the last time you got a sum of money you weren't expecting. Maybe it was a tax refund or a gift, or even finding a $20 bill in an old coat pocket. Remember how that felt? The surprise, the excitement, the sense of possibility? That's the kind of feeling Goddard's technique aims to create, but on a much larger scale. The power of this method lies in its ability to bypass your logical mind and speak directly to your subconscious. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. By creating a vivid, emotional experience of wealth in your mind, you're essentially reprogramming your subconscious to attract more wealth into your life. But here's the catch, and it's an important one. This technique isn't about sitting back and waiting for money to fall from the sky. It's about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the wealth you want to create. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts abundance. Think of it like planting a seed. The seed is your desire for wealth. Goddard's technique is like watering and nurturing that seed. But you still need to tend the garden. You still need to take action in the real world. The difference is those actions will come from a place of abundance and possibility rather than scarcity and fear. This is where many people get stuck. They try to take actions to create wealth, but they're doing it from a mindset of lack. It's like trying to drive a car with one foot on the gas and one on the brake. Goddard's technique helps you take your foot off the brake so all your energy can go into moving forward. Now, you might be wondering, is this just about getting rich? And the answer is no. While Goddard's technique can certainly be used to increase your financial abundance, it's really about something much deeper. It's about understanding the true nature of reality and your place in it. It's about realizing that you are not a victim of circumstances, but a creator of your own experience. This realization can be incredibly empowering. Imagine knowing deep in your bones that you have the power to shape your financial future. Imagine feeling confident and secure about money rather than anxious and stressed. This is the kind of transformation Goddard's technique can create, but it's not always easy. Changing deep-seated beliefs about money can be challenging. Many of us have grown up with limiting beliefs about wealth. We might have been told that money is the root of all evil, or that rich people are greedy, or that we don't deserve abundance. These beliefs can be stubborn, like weeds in a garden. Goddard's technique is like a powerful weed killer for these limiting beliefs. It works by creating new, empowering beliefs that are so vivid and real, they eventually crowd out the old, limiting ones. But it takes time and persistence. You wouldn't expect a garden to transform overnight, and the same is true for your financial reality. This is why faith and persistence are so crucial to Goddard's method. You need to have faith in the process even when you can't see immediate results. You need to persist in your new way of thinking, even when the old thoughts try to creep back in. It's like learning a new language. At first, it feels awkward and unnatural, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Remember, the mirror of reality doesn't just reflect your conscious thoughts, it reflects your deepest beliefs and feelings. This is why simply repeating positive affirmations often doesn't work. You need to create a deep, emotional experience of wealth that feels real to your subconscious mind. Goddard often used the phrase, "feeling is the secret." He believed that the key to manifestation wasn't just visualizing what you want, but feeling as if you already have it. This is a subtle but crucial distinction. It's not enough to picture yourself with a big bank account. You need to feel the sense of security, freedom, and joy that comes with financial abundance. This might sound challenging, especially if you're currently struggling financially. How can you feel wealthy when your bank account says otherwise? This is where the power of imagination comes in. Your imagination is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And according to Goddard, your imagination is the key to changing your reality. So how do you actually do this? How do you use your imagination to create wealth? That's exactly what we're going to explore in the next section. We'll break down Goddard's technique step by step, giving you practical tools to start transforming your financial reality today. But before we do that, it's important to understand one more crucial aspect of Goddard's teachings. He believed that the entire universe is one interconnected whole, and that each of us is a unique expression of that wholeness. In other words, you are not separate from the abundance of the universe. You are a part of it. This understanding changes everything. It means that attracting wealth isn't about getting something you lack. It's about aligning yourself with the abundance that's already there. It's like tuning a radio to the right frequency. The music is always playing. You just need to find the right station. This shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating. Instead of seeing wealth as something scarce that you need to fight for, you start to see it as a natural expression of your true nature. This doesn't mean you become complacent. On the contrary, it often leads to inspired action as you start to see opportunities you might have missed before. It's also important to note that Goddard's technique isn't just about material wealth. While it can certainly be used to increase your financial abundance, many people find that as they practice this method, they experience a sense of richness in all areas of their life. They feel more connected, more creative, more alive. This is because money is really just a symbol. What we're really after when we seek wealth is a sense of freedom, security, and possibility. Goddard's technique helps you tap into those feelings directly, rather than always chasing after the external symbols. As we move into the practical aspects of Goddard's technique, keep this broader perspective in mind. Yes, we're going to talk about how to manifest money. But remember, this is about much more than just dollars and cents. It's about stepping into a new way of being, a new relationship with the abundant universe you're a part of. Are you ready to unlock the hidden key to wealth? Are you ready to tap into the incredible power of your own mind to create the financial reality you desire? Then let's dive in and explore Neville Goddard's secret money manifestation technique. It's time to transform your financial life from the inside out. Now that we understand the basics of Goddard's teachings, let's dive into the first key of his money manifestation technique: imagining your desired financial state. This isn't just daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's a powerful practice that can reshape your financial reality. Goddard believed that the human imagination is the most powerful force in the universe. He often said, "Imagination creates reality." But what does this mean when it comes to money? It means that to create wealth, you need to be able to imagine it vividly and feel it deeply. Let's start with the basics. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a state of financial abundance. What does that look like for you? Maybe you see yourself living in a beautiful home, driving a car you love, or taking luxurious vacations. Maybe you see a bank statement with a large balance, or yourself writing checks to your favorite charities. But don't stop at just the visual. Engage all your senses. What does financial abundance feel like? Maybe it's the feeling of security, knowing all your bills are paid and you have plenty left over. Maybe it's the joy of being able to help others or pursue your passions without worrying about money. The key here is to make this imagined scene as vivid and real as possible. Goddard taught that your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's actually happening. By creating a vivid, sensory-rich experience of wealth in your mind, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious. But here's where many people get stuck. They can imagine wealth, but it feels fake or forced. This is where Goddard's teachings go deeper. He taught that it's not enough to just visualize wealth. You need to feel wealthy now. This might sound impossible, especially if you're currently struggling financially. But remember, we're working with the imagination here. Your imagination isn't limited by your current circumstances. In your imagination, you can be, do, or have anything. Try this. Imagine yourself as the person you would be if you were already wealthy. How would you carry yourself? How would you speak? How would you treat others? How would you feel when you wake up in the morning? Really step into this version of yourself. At first, this might feel uncomfortable or even silly. That's okay. It's like trying on a new outfit. It might feel strange at first, but the more you wear it, the more natural it becomes. The same is true for this new, wealthy version of yourself. Goddard often encouraged his students to live from the end. This means living as if your desire has already been fulfilled. In this case, it means living as if you're already wealthy. This doesn't mean going out and spending money you don't have. It means adopting the mindset, the feelings, and the attitudes of someone who is financially abundant. This practice can be transformative. As you consistently imagine and feel your desired financial state, you'll start to notice changes in your thoughts and behaviors. You might find yourself making different decisions, seeing new opportunities, or feeling more confident about money. Remember, the goal isn't to escape reality or deny your current circumstances. It's to use your imagination to create a new reality. As Goddard said, you must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled until your assumption has all the sensory vividness of reality. Now that you know how to imagine your desired financial state, let's talk about the second key: persistence and faith. This is where many people stumble in their manifestation journey. They try visualizing wealth for a few days, don't see immediate results, and give up. But here's the thing: manifestation isn't instant. Just like planting a seed doesn't immediately produce a full-grown plant, setting your intention for wealth doesn't instantly fill your bank account. It takes time for your new thoughts and feelings to reshape your reality. Goddard often spoke about the importance of faith, but he didn't mean blind faith or wishful thinking. He meant a deep, unshakable knowing that what you've imagined must come to pass. It's the kind of faith that allows you to plant a seed and know with certainty that it will grow, even if you can't see anything happening at first. This faith is crucial because it allows you to persist in your new way of thinking, even when your external reality hasn't caught up yet. Remember, your current financial situation is the result of your past thoughts and beliefs. It might take some time for your new, empowering beliefs to manifest in your external world. During this waiting period, it's easy to fall back into old patterns of thinking. You might look at your bank account and think, "See, nothing's changed. This doesn't work." But this is exactly when you need to double down on your faith and persistence. Goddard taught that your imaginal acts have a gestation period, just like a seed planted in the ground. You wouldn't dig up a seed every day to see if it's growing, would you? In the same way, you need to trust the process and allow your financial manifestation to unfold in its own time. So how do you maintain faith and persistence when you're not seeing immediate results? Here are a few strategies. First, keep your focus on your imaginal scene. Every day, take time to step into that scene of financial abundance, feel it, live it, enjoy it. The more real you can make it in your imagination, the more power it has to reshape your reality. Second, Look for small signs of change. Maybe you find $1 on the street or a friend treats you to lunch. These might seem insignificant, but they're signs that your financial energy is shifting. Acknowledge these signs and feel grateful for them. Third, act as if your manifestation has already happened. This doesn't mean being reckless with money. It means adopting the attitudes and behaviors of someone who is financially abundant. This might mean being more generous, feeling more relaxed about money, or making decisions from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. Fourth, be patient with yourself. If you catch yourself worrying about money or falling into old thought patterns, don't beat yourself up. Simply acknowledge the thought and gently redirect your focus to your imaginal scene of wealth. Remember, persistence doesn't mean forcing or struggling. It means consistently choosing to focus on your desired outcome, even when your current reality seems to contradict it. It's about holding steady to your vision, like a captain keeping a ship on course despite the winds and waves. Goddard often said, "You never know how long it will take, so persist until it hardens into fact." This means continuing your imaginal work until your desired financial state becomes your actual experience. It might happen quickly, or it might take some time. The key is to keep going, trusting that your imaginal acts are reshaping your reality even if you can't see it yet. The third key in Goddard's money manifestation technique is all about where you place your focus. This might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Goddard taught that what you focus on expands. So if you're constantly focusing on lack and scarcity, guess what? You're likely to experience more lack and scarcity. This is where many people get stuck in a negative cycle. They're worried about money, so they focus on their bills, their debts, and all the things they can't afford. This focus on lack only creates more lack. It's like trying to drive a car while staring at the potholes. You're likely to hit everyone. So how do you break this cycle? By deliberately shifting your focus to abundance. This doesn't mean ignoring your bills or pretending your debts don't exist. It means choosing to focus on what you do have, what's working well in your financial life, and the abundance that exists all around you. Start by practicing gratitude for the money you already have. Even if it's just a few dollars in your pocket, be genuinely thankful for it. Appreciate the fact that you have a roof over your head, food to eat, clothes to wear. These might seem basic, but they're forms of abundance that many people in the world don't have. Next, start noticing the abundance that exists all around you. Look at the trees, the sky, the air you breathe. Notice how the universe is constantly giving. The sun doesn't charge you for its light. The trees don't invoice you for the oxygen they produce. There's an abundance of beauty and resources all around us, all the time. When you start to see the world through this lens of abundance, something interesting happens. You start to feel more abundant yourself. And remember, feeling is the secret. When you feel abundant, you're more likely to attract abundance. But what about when bills come in or you're faced with financial challenges? This is where Goddard's teachings become really powerful. Instead of seeing bills as a drain on your resources, try seeing them as a circulation of money. You're contributing to the economy, supporting services you use, keeping the flow of money moving. When faced with a financial challenge, instead of thinking, "I can't afford this," try asking yourself, "How can I afford this?" This simple shift in thinking opens your mind to new possibilities and solutions. Another powerful practice is to celebrate other people's financial success. When you see someone driving a nice car or hear about someone getting a raise, instead of feeling envious, genuinely celebrate their abundance. This tells the universe that you're comfortable with wealth and opens you up to receiving more yourself. Remember, the universe doesn't distinguish between good money and bad money. Money is just energy. By focusing on the positive aspects of money, how it can be used to help others, pursue your passions, or create beautiful experiences, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. Goddard often spoke about the importance of your inner conversations. These are the things you say to yourself about money. Instead of saying, "I'm always broke," try, "I'm open to receiving more abundance." Instead of, "I can't afford that," try, "I'm grateful for all the wonderful things I can afford." These might seem like small changes, but they can have a big impact over time. Remember, you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. Every time you choose to focus on abundance instead of lack, you're creating new neural pathways that support your financial growth. One simple exercise you can do is to spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself surrounded by abundance. See money flowing to you easily and effortlessly from multiple sources. Feel the joy and gratitude of having more than enough. Make this a daily practice and watch how it starts to shift your perception of money. By consistently focusing on abundance, you're tuning your mind to the frequency of wealth. You're training yourself to see opportunities instead of obstacles, possibilities instead of limitations. This shift in focus can lead to inspired actions that can dramatically change your financial situation. Remember, this isn't about denying reality or ignoring financial responsibilities. It's about choosing where to place your mental and emotional energy. By focusing on abundance, you're creating a mental environment where wealth can grow and flourish. As you practice these three keys, vividly imagining your desired financial state, persisting with faith, and focusing on abundance, you'll start to notice shifts in your financial reality. These might be small at first, but they can build momentum over time, leading to significant changes in your financial life. Now that we've covered the first three keys of Goddard's money manifestation technique, let's dive into the fourth and final key: understanding and working with the manifestation cycle. This concept is crucial for turning your financial dreams into reality. Goddard viewed the creation process as a cycle, not a linear path. It starts with your imagination, moves into your belief system, manifests in your external reality, and then reflects back to reinforce your beliefs. Understanding this cycle can help you navigate the manifestation process more effectively. First, you start with your imagination. This is where you create the vivid mental image of your desired financial state, as we discussed in Key 1. You see yourself living in abundance, feeling secure and prosperous. Next, this image begins to shape your beliefs. As you consistently engage with this mental picture, your subconscious mind starts to accept it as real. This is where persistence comes in, as we talked about in Key 2. Then, these new beliefs start to influence your actions. You might find yourself making different financial decisions, noticing opportunities you would have missed before, or feeling more confident in money matters. These actions then create changes in your external reality. Maybe you get an unexpected bonus at work, or a new business idea takes off. This is where many people stop and say, "It worked." But the cycle doesn't end here. The final step is crucial. You need to recognize and acknowledge these changes. This reinforces your new beliefs and completes the cycle. It's like telling your subconscious mind, "See, it's working." But here's where many people get tripped up. They start the cycle with a positive imagination, but when they look at their current reality, they fall back into old thought patterns. They see their current bank balance and think, "Nothing's changed. This isn't working." This is why Goddard emphasized the importance of living from the end. You need to start the cycle with your imagination and maintain that mindset even when your external reality hasn't caught up yet. So how do you work with this cycle effectively? Start by being very clear about what you want to create. Imagine it in vivid detail. Then, act as if this imagined reality is already true. Make decisions, have conversations, and carry yourself as if you're already financially abundant. When you notice positive changes, no matter how small, acknowledge them. Be grateful for them. This completes the cycle and sets the stage for bigger manifestations. Remember, manifestation is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. You're constantly creating your reality through your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. By understanding this cycle, you can consciously participate in shaping your financial future. Now that we've covered all 4 keys of Goddard's money manifestation technique, let's put it all together with a practical exercise. This is something you can do daily to start reshaping your financial reality. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Now, imagine stepping into a scene that represents your ideal financial state. Make it as vivid and real as possible. See yourself going about your day with complete financial freedom. Maybe you're checking your bank account and seeing a balance that brings a smile to your face, or perhaps you're making a large donation to a cause you care about. Whatever represents financial abundance to you, see it clearly. Now here's the crucial part. Feel the emotions associated with this scene. Feel the relief of knowing all your bills are paid and you have plenty left over. Feel the joy of being able to help others or pursue your passions without financial worry. Feel the confidence of knowing you're a magnet for abundance. Engage all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? Are there any specific smells or tastes associated with this scene? The more real you can make it, the more powerful it becomes. Stay in this scene for a few minutes, really living it as if it's happening right now. This is what Goddard meant by living from the end. As you open your eyes and return to your current reality, maintain the feeling you had in your imagined scene. Carry it with you throughout your day. Make decisions and interact with others from this place of abundance. Practice this exercise daily, preferably right before you go to sleep at night and first thing in the morning. These are times when your subconscious mind is most receptive. Throughout your day, watch for signs that your financial reality is changing. Maybe you find some money you forgot about, or an unexpected opportunity comes your way. Acknowledge these signs, no matter how small, and feel grateful for them. This completes the manifestation cycle and sets the stage for bigger changes. Remember, consistency is key. Don't get discouraged if you don't see massive changes overnight. Trust the process and keep going. As Goddard often said, persist until it hardens into fact. We've covered a lot of ground in exploring Neville Goddard's secret money manifestation technique. From understanding the mirror principle to mastering the 4 keys of manifestation, you now have powerful tools to reshape your financial reality. Remember, this isn't about magical thinking or ignoring practical financial strategies. It's about aligning your inner world with the abundance you want to create in your outer world. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts wealth and prosperity. As you begin to apply these principles, be patient with yourself. Changing deep-seated beliefs about money takes time. You might have moments of doubt or fall back into old thought patterns. That's okay. Simply acknowledge these moments and gently redirect your focus to your desired financial state. Keep in mind that this journey is about more than just money. As you practice these techniques, you may find that you're not just manifesting wealth, but a whole new way of being. You might discover a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and connection to the abundant universe around you. Financial abundance is your birthright. You are a creative being, capable of shaping your reality through the power of your imagination. As you consistently apply Goddard's teachings, you'll likely start to see shifts in your financial situation. These might be small at first, but they can build momentum over time, leading to significant changes in your financial life. Remember, the universe is abundant. There's more than enough to go around. By aligning yourself with this abundance, you're not taking away from anyone else. You're simply claiming your share of the infinite prosperity that's available to all. So go forth with confidence. Imagine vividly, persist faithfully, focus on abundance, and work with the manifestation cycle. Your journey to financial abundance starts now, in this very moment. Trust the process, enjoy the journey, and watch as your financial reality transforms before your eyes. You have the power to create the wealth and abundance you desire. It all starts within you. So dream big, believe deeply, and let the magic of Neville Goddard's teachings guide you to a life of true financial freedom. Your abundant future is waiting for you to step into it. Are you ready?